so fast, and I'm gonna take you traveling the world. But I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got. The fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die. Golden trinkets, mobile phone, expensive shoes, you can get your own. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world, good world gone bad. It's a good world. Good world gone bad.
All right, you ready to go?
I am. Early. I'm out of bed though.
Yeah, we've got you out of bed. We're off to Power and Petrie.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to bring you today.
Mhm.
So, what are you keen for?
Oh, everything. It just looks like a mad weekend.
I know what I'm keen for.
Seeing the HJ.
Yeah, so HJ come off the hoist, the boys from the Skid Factory. We've already got it up there. It's been up there all day yesterday. So,
Pretty
yeah.
excited for your first drive.
Yeah, definitely go and check it out. I did hear it. I've been up there and had a listen to it, and it sounds pretty awesome. But the exhaust wasn't quite finished, so I'll really hear how it's sounding now. So, yeah, excited as. I don't know what else to say. We'll get up there. We'll go to Power and Petrie. We'll check out the burnouts. That's what we're going to bring you now, is heaps of burnouts and cars and the Skid Factory guys, Nugget Garage. It's all going to be there. So, yeah, I'd say let's get over there. Let's check it out. And
yeah, we've got a couple hours ahead of us, but for you guys, it'll be right now.
Looking to the sky. Tell me what you find. 'Cause dreams never lie. When high, moving slowly in this moment. Share your story.
this love, but you could be someone else, be someone else.
Hold on now, don't look down. Feeling tired, hold on now, one last time.
Matt, how you going?
Hey mate, how you going?
Good, mate. It's a bit of a famous R32, this one, isn't it? So, been on a full build series on Skid Factory
Yeah, that's
on
right.
this one.
Yep.
So, tell us about what's running, a bit of LS the World.
Yeah, it's gone a bit like that. It was kind of by accident. I had an RB20 originally, broke that. So someone suggested a VQ30, so DET. So went with that. That was making good power. It was 420 at the tyres on 19-pound
Yeah.
boost. Had that in there for many years, and then Mighty Car Mods Nationals, and spun a big end bearing, and
Yeah.
that ended that.
And then now it's twin turboed.
Yep. Twin
And
turbo LS one.
yeah. And how do you find the power of the LS?
The torque.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, that's far greater than anything else that's been in there.
Yeah,
it's the
okay.
torque that really gets it.
That's the difference.
Something I'm not used to. I'm only sort of just still getting used to it. So
Yeah, because it's sort of, it hasn't. You haven't had it out a lot since finish,
no,
have you? It's,
no, first official outing, well, since we got it running and dynoed, so nearly 2 years.
Yeah, really. There you go. So it's a big process.
Yeah.
And how's it run today?
Oh, it's great.
Been pretty happy?
Yeah, I was real sceptical. I was real worried because I haven't really thrashed it, so I didn't know how it was going to wreck. Didn't know how I was going to, feel driving it. And first skid of the day, and scared the shit out of myself. Got it all a bit crossed up, but yeah, it's just the power coming on, and obviously the torque,
Yeah.
the torque factor. So, but yeah, it's a couple more runs, and just started getting the feel for it.
You got a feel for it now? Done a few
Yeah,
more?
yeah, done a few more. Yeah.
So it's good fun. What do you think of the event today?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great to have something like this up here on the coast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so hope that they can do this again next year.
Yeah.
It'll be, hopefully, with all the footage that we have now, we can get more people out next year and make it an even bigger event. Still done another day to go, so.
That's it. It's only the middle of the weekend, and today is really the start. Yesterday everyone's still working, weren't they? So can't expect too much.
No.
But it is. There's a lot of action up there on that burnout skid pad, and yeah, the driving events. I think it's pretty cool. So you want to see cars like this come out and check it out, and make sure that you're on it for next year. Keep behind these events on the sunny coast. No worries. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.
I've located Woody from the Skid Factory, brought him on.
How you
Thanks for
going?
coming on, Woody.
No worries, mate.
Now, I've seen you cruising around in this XY GT today. This is like
Yep.
a $100,000 plus car, right?
It is. It's very expensive. So this thing is owned by Oldcock. So Oldcock is the owner of Noosa Radiators, and we've been mates with him. I actually used to work for him quite a while ago.
Yep.
We've been mates for years and years and years. So basically, this thing he bought as a shell. It's actually an XW, I do believe. It's not actually an XY.
Right.
So it's an XY mock-up. I know he doesn't really like telling people that, but whatever, who cares? It is what it is. I mean, everyone knows it anyway. This thing is a really nice car. It's been a full rotisserie build from the ground up. He actually bought it as a rolling shell, so it was pretty much bare, had no panels on it. He slowly accumulated all these parts over time, and then kind of the scope for the build was for him to build a car that he loves. He can drive to and from work. He can take it to events. If he wants to, he can drive to Sydney. Like
It's just super reliable.
This thing is just better than factory. It is it's really, really well done. So
It looks super old school, but we've got
it
the
does look
injection.
super old school. Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. So it's still got the shaker on the top. You look at it and you go, oh yeah, cool. That's a 351. It's a Cleveland, but a few things that people do notice is stuff like it's got LS1 coil packs on top of the covers there, and it's also got some fuel rails and a set of injectors. So it's a 351 4V. It's a stocko iron block, iron heads. I actually don't know what's done to the engine. It has got engine internal work done, and Oldcock's mate Ross, who is some wizard engine builder guy from way back in the day, he's done it. So it has got pistons, rods, and cam and everything. I'm just not too sure on the specs of that. It's got an electronic dizzy, well, it's a crank angle sensor actually, and a Haltech Elite 2500 ECU, and so sequential ignition, sequential injection, or port injection too. So it's not this single throttle body injection. It's actually had the inlet manifold has been modified to take some injectors, and then on top you've got your stocko air cleaner on top with a shaker at the bonnet. So it looks pretty cool. So from the outside you look at it, looks all right, sounds good, but you hop in and drive it, and it's just like there's no stuffing around with the carby. It starts when it's cold.
And factory aircon.
Well, I'm not too sure if it's factory.
Oh, but not factory, but it's got aircon.
But it's got aircon. So
Yeah.
Oldcock does air conditioning stuff. That's his kind of workshop. That's what he does. So he's modified it, and it looks really nice. You can see the aircon compressor and stuff there. It's got the aircon actually works really well. We were cruising around today, I had the windows down with the aircon on, and I was just like, it was really, really good. But testament to Oldcock and how well that he's built this car. He's just done such a good job of it, and you can drive it down the highway and it's quiet, it's nice to drive, it's comfy, and yeah, you wouldn't have any trouble driving 1,000 kilometres in this thing.
And so anyone that called out today and said for you to skid it while you were cruising around,
No,
that's
not a
why
chance,
that's why
not a
you don't
chance.
skid it. It's not yours and it's worth a lot.
He did say, he's like, oh, you can skid it if you want, but I'm not it's not my car, and even though he gave me pictures of it, there's no way that I'd do that. It's disrespectful, and it is, I don't know what one of these, it's a replica, I don't know what it's still worth. It'd be worth probably $100,000 anyway, so yeah, I'm not a chance that I'd do it.
You're not doing that, not taking that risk.
No way.
So that's why. And if you want to see there's a whole build review on your channel.
We did a build review on our channel, yeah. So
Jump on there. We'll throw a link on the
yeah,
end.
thanks, man. Cheers.
Yeah, and enjoy. Look, thanks, Woody, for coming on and having
No
a chat
worries.
with Overtaking Lane, mate.
No worries, man. Cheers. Thank you. Thanks
you.
for having me on.
That was Power and Petrie. Really good day. It's a shame about the me not checking the weather and wearing long pants. It's been a bit warm.
It's been cold the last couple of weeks, and then great weather for this, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Sunny Coast turned it on.
Yeah, they did. You might see me squinting a little bit looking at the sun. So it's a
Sun.
little bit hot out here still.
Yeah, look, it's a great afternoon, a great day. This is a full weekend though, right? We're just out here for the Saturday.
Yeah.
But this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I recommend that everyone gets out and has checks this out.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. You've got to get out here. If you didn't make it this year, make sure you get out here next year, support this event, and be up here on the sunny coast and support some of the sunny coast car shows.
Yeah,
it's really good to see.
Yeah,
So-
there's a lot of quality cars down here, and especially all of these Skid Factory cars here.
Skid
just
Factory,
absolute-
we've got Nugget Garage, we've
Yeah,
got Overtaking Lane, they're pretty important, those guys.
Yeah.
But,
just absolute quality here. So it's been a great day.
It's been good.
And
style of lemon squash, and
yeah.
it's pretty good.
And you're pretty excited now. You got your car back.
Yeah, my car.
Yeah.
Sally behind the
getting-
camera is shaking her
I'm
head.
getting you got yours and Mum's car back. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's sounding absolutely sick. So it's great cruising up through the top of the field and everyone yelling out to skid it. Went pretty easy on it. It's not tuned.
Not yet.
We'll
No
get there.
skids yet.
So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe.
Yeah, hit the bell, get notified. Hit like if you like the video. Hit dislike if you didn't like it.
All the links to the other guys. We were here today with Nugget
check
Garage
out
and
down
Skid
below,
Factory.
Down below, check out Skid Factory. Check out Nugget Garage. Give them a subscribe as well if
Yeah.
you haven't already.
Perfect.
And,
And tell your
check us
friends
out on
about us.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Go and like our Facebook page, facebook.com/overtaking_lane, I think
Exactly.
it is. So
And here's
go and
Nugget
check that
Garage.
out.
Look, coming right through. Look.
Good evening, Overtakers. There goes Chris Ethel through the shot. Oh, hang on. We better do the
Go and check
countdown.
out
Oh, there it is. Countdown.
And
Intro.
intro. And we're back. Good evening, everyone.
Here we go.
Here we are. Hello.
I just saved my slideshow. I think it's ready. We'll find out as I flick through them and see how we go. We've got episode
34.
34. We'll come to that. We've got plenty to talk about on that one, don't we? So,
Certainly do.
quick shout out to Superformance, Grant and the crew, Todd, all the guys and girls at Superformance. Quick shout out to them. I've got to do the logo, haven't I? That's me that does the slides, not
Yeah,
you.
and I can put it in the chat.
Their Superformance. I got their gear on tonight. Great guys, always supporting the show, and we appreciate them. So make sure that you give them a follow and watch what's going on with the crew over there as well, with their rides down under and all the rest of it. And give them a yell if you need some parts. You normally do a shout out. You'd have a shout out and say good day to everyone, and then we'll talk about my day. Look at that picture. Oh. I'll give you an idea. That's not my car in a tow truck, but yeah. Shout outs.
We have Marf in the chat. Yeah. Lynn, Gleno, No More Racing, Scott Sherrington, Yahtzee, Stephen Jackson.
Any more?
Keep
Who
going.
else
Mad
we got?
Kiwi, Sally H, Shane Fitzgerald,
Gleno.
Zig, how you going?
Hey Zig. Hey mate.
Paulie, Trevor Smith.
Okay guys.
Marf said we got good connection. Johnny Skid Pig's there.
I'm hoping we've got good connection because we're now running on NBN. Eh? Should be working. What are
Yeah.
we? Just still 720? We might step it up to 1080 next week.
Certainly.
Yeah.
This is sort of just a bit of a tester, and
See how it runs tonight, but it should run much better. So NBN was connected, it's up and running, and it should be all good. Fingers crossed. Big test tonight to see how it goes. But yeah, that's my day. That's my day today. I threw some photos in Discord and some on my Facebook, but if you're not on those socials, then you wouldn't have known what I went through today. We've all gone through some dramas today, I think. So, but that was the start of mine. I've got a few more photos actually. Let me jump on there. Johnny says if it's flooded, forget it. Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the many cars in my street today that ended up on a tow truck. I would say probably 20 odd cars. The first one was a Mini. It's still sitting out the front. It does not run anymore whatsoever. She decided that she would see how quickly she could get through that water from that corner down this way. She thought, I think she thought if I go quicker, it'll get through and I'll be fine. But she just ploughed into it, nosedived it down into the water, and it just stopped running, and that was the end of it. So
it's very bright.
it's very bright. Turn it down, Tyler. He's got the controls for that one.
Yahtzee said if it's flooded, floor it.
Well, that's what she did, and it did not work. Do not floor it in a Mini. Yeah, but a bit lower. Yeah,
And if you go lower, we're going to be dark, and
That's
the
fine.
background's all right.
we'll brighten it up. There you go. I'll hide in the shadows. But that's out the front of my place.
And
That's
g'day,
the
James
corner.
Bayless.
James,
How you
g'day,
going?
mate. That was the corner. This was high tide as well as the rain. That's just around the corner. A lot of houses went under just around the corner, a couple of doors up. It was all over Channel 9 News as well tonight. If anyone watched the news, they were here filming all of this today. There's that Mini. That's where it now lives. So, that's yeah, bit of a story, that's for sure. There's a V-dub there as well. That went away on a tow truck as well. That was gone. The truck survived. Can hear the fan. Hang on, we'll fix that.
And they hear the fan or the rabbit? The rabbit? The ribbit.
The ribbit, the frog. There's bloody frogs out there, pretty noisy. Loving all the water. Original Mini wouldn't have made it into the puddle, says Sig. It just clicks now, so I don't know what happened. She sat in it for a while with water coming inside of it. But she did plough into it. She killed it. Then someone that was turning around at the water, she jumped in their car and said, "Can you drop me off at the gym?" She then walked back and then realised the car doesn't run anymore. And she must have thought it'd be okay by the time she got back. And hubby was there trying to get it going. It nearly did float. Yeah, when the wave hit it, it lifted it, and that's when it went up, when it conked out. So there's a bit more water. It's coming up. Another shot of the water at my front fence. And it's still flowing out there, but it's down off the road now, just into the gutters. So that's it. There's all my photos. Then we got that was my interesting day, which meant I was watching for trying to stop water from coming into the house, and that kept me pretty bloody busy, and saving people that were stuck in the water, pushing cars out. But episode R34, we thought we'd call it R34, because you were looking to buy an R33.
Yeah, I spent all day, insurance, everything sorted out with my bank.
Lined up mechanic.
Yep, had everything lined up, ready to go tomorrow. Probably buy it on Saturday if everything was all good, but got a message about 10-20 minutes before the show started, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I don't want to sell it anymore. Changed my mind."
So Tyler is absolutely gutted. We've gone to air with him in a foul mood because, he's just got a message from the guy. He's planned everything to buy this car. Just doing a mechanical check on it tomorrow, and he said, "No, I'm not going to sell it now." So, what a douchebag.
Yeah.
Hey?
No, he messaged me again and said, "Oh, it's because I want to fix it." And he said, "Oh, well, once I fix it, do you want to buy it then?" I'm tempted to send back, "Is that after you put the price up?"
Yeah. Well, what did he say? Oh, it's got discovered a lifter noise today. Now he doesn't want to sell it. So,
wasn't meant to be. I'll find another one.
It had a great list of mods, and that's why he's disappointed. Is because it was an R33. You found an R33 with what did it have in it?
RB25 with 30 bottom end.
Yep.
Like Haltech.
Yeah.
Flex fuel sensor.
Flex fuel. Yep. Full Haltech.
6 boost manifold. I don't know, too many mods to think of and how much was in there.
Yeah.
And 400 horsepower. It needed a bigger turbo to go more.
Would it have a 3270 or something like that?
Yeah.
On it at the moment, so but bigger turbo would have easily
clocked it over 600.
Yeah, easily. Probably a good good 11 second car as it was anyway. And good price as well.
It was a steal of a price for what it was,
And obviously it was full of shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of people said, "Well, if it's got everything he says it has, that's an amazing price. You got to snap it up." And maybe it was full of crap, and it was not all full of that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So guess it wasn't meant to be. Paulie says he wants to part it and pretend it's the same. Yeah. That's probably he wants to sell a few bits off of it and then try and sell it back to you. So, and it was a boat. Everyone says you should have bought a boat. Well, it's an R33, right? That's
that was the plan.
Commonly known as a boat.
Yeah.
It was my ice cracking. Did everyone hear that through the microphone?
Marv said all you needed was a few fireball rags. The water would have disappeared.
Yes, needs that slurp sound effect.
Scott said good time to buy a boat. Marv said he's not the only one in a foul mood.
Oh, what have you done? The rain's hit. I hope it's all good.
Maybe he's in a foul mood for the same reason I am, though.
Because he's missed out. Yeah. Because I think everyone, we've been talking to a few people about it as well, haven't you? So, a few guys have been in through Discord and stuff, chatting as well, and encouraging you to buy it.
Yeah.
So it looked like a good deal.
Yeah, as long as it was straight and not crashed.
Yeah. So
that
all
was
your money on the PPS checks.
Yep.
Well,
got burnt because I went to the wrong website.
So you ended up with 2 PPS checks. Should have only cost you, what, $3?
$2.
$2.
I paid $27. Yahtzee said, dime a dozen of them, don't worry. I'll let you know if one comes up. He probably realised the motor was worth more than the car.
Yeah, and our mechanic mate, Reese from PJR, he just said, look, don't stress. There's probably better cars in Sydney and stuff anyway. So have a look around. Go a bit wider in your search and see what's there. In the meantime, you haven't blown all your house deposit money.
Yeah.
There's a positive. You don't sound too positive about that.
Right.
Yes, PPSR is $2, but not where Tyler went to do it.
As Marv said, he spent time convincing Paige not to murder me for buying it.
There's a bit of work going into that. It was all happening. So, Johnny says he wants to jack the price up. That's probably right.
Yeah.
Definitely a bloody muppet. And, Paulie said PPSR is $2.
I know, it's only $2 now.
After he paid
it wasn't
for
on the
thing.
first website I went to. It was $25.
So, did you come up with any R34 facts after all of that?
No.
You got nothing?
No.
Just a story about R33 story?
Yeah.
So we don't have any facts around the number 34?
No.
That's a bit slack.
No.
Why aren't you buying a 34?
Too expensive.
I like the look of the 34.
So do I. It's just expensive.
Oh, look at that one.
There it is. You pay like 25-30 grand for a nice one. It's too much money.
I saw a nice 32 on there before, but he's after 25. So, yeah, crazy stuff. So
Paulie said public announcement, avoid anything from Edward Lee's. And Marv said Edward Lee, is that jackass still operating? James Bayless said houseboat may be the better option.
Who's Edward Lee? Oh, I don't know that one.
Well, his website's still up, Paulie. After you mentioned it last night, I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
He went to jail.
Oh, all right.
He's an importer of cars.
Ah.
He used to import rebirthed and
okay. All the
cut and shut
rebirthing and stuff. Yep.
Cars. So.
Wow.
There you go, Paulie. He finally got pinged for cut and shuts.
Wow. There you go.
Yahtzee said, go to the R33 Skyline owners Facebook page. Blokes throw them away. I'll have to jump on there.
All right. We'll see what happens. I guess that leads us up to story time, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You good for story time?
Yep, I'm ready.
You got a message on your phone.
I did. It was from Reese.
Oh, I thought it was the other. I thought it was this one. 18 minutes, is it?
No, that's when I brush my teeth.
That's your brush your teeth. You meant to brush your teeth, mate.
Yeah, in 18 minutes.
In 18 minutes. Oh, okay. You've got time. We'll have to hurry up. Geez, be quick show tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well,
maybe I'll be brushing them on the show.
There we go. We'll maybe keep an eye, and we'll hopefully bring some footage of Tyler buying a new car before too long. But
one day
it won't happen this weekend.
No,
not at this point. So back to the drawing board on that one. That was going to be some good videos. We'll see what happens, and we're just going to wait and see what we could be in trouble for videos this week if this rain doesn't bugger off.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to shoot a video this weekend, ready for Tuesday. So
do a live and talk about your cars or something if it's been raining all week. Might be the only choice we've got.
Yeah, if I do one of my cars, I wanted to do stuff with getting them out and taking them for a drive and all that sort of stuff. So that probably won't happen in the rain either.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So, all right. Anyway, few Johnny says give it time, you'll get one. That's it. One will come up things are meant to be.
Yeah, it obviously just wasn't meant to be. Maybe there was something wrong with it in the end, and he was just trying to sell me a bung car, and then when I told him I had a mechanic, he went, oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. All right. It looked like he had a bit of marketplace history.
Yeah.
From what I saw on him as well.
Well, Yahtzee said the same thing. He said he's seen it around on Marketplace all the time. So
I'd seen a lot of listings. There's Reese.
Reese,
G'day,
how
mate.
you
How are you? We were just talking about the story of how it doesn't look to be. Tyler maybe not buying an R33. Time to get a VL, eh?
Roy
RB's much better than a VL.
Roy said, hi everyone, I'm at work watching this and it's damn noisy here. Oh no.
Did we get, what do you call it, subtitles on live?
I've no idea.
I actually, if you watch some of our videos with subtitles on, it's quite funny because...
we were watching the Fireball one and it says, every time you said Fireball, it says Bible.
Bible?
Bible, Father. And then when
gets
you,
all the words wrong.
And then when you said
funny,
snow foam, it was saying no phones.
It absolutely, YouTube absolutely does not understand me at all. That's quite funny. So, yeah, there you go. Mal's here as well. Says won't happen overnight, but it will happen. There you go. And I think you're meant to be on a plane, Mal. Where you sitting at the airport?
Yahtzee says just sit around and watch, and the viewers send in videos to watch. Doesn't everyone watch movies when it rains?
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of movies out. Hi, we've got some movies out in front.
Yeah.
You probably can see them.
Johnny said
on our screen.
Johnny said turbo the Starlet for the time being. Not a Starlet, it's a Mirage. If I turboed the current motor, it'd probably blow up on me.
It'd be fun though. Yeah, we got some movies in front of us.
Yahtzee said it's been on for a few different prices, higher, lower, another owner, etc.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw the same.
And Reese said VL is the Ferrari of Australia. Just do it RB for the win.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. See? All right, we'll jump into some stories because we've got to get to the reason why we got some Mad Max videos out.
Yeah.
There's probably a story about them, but not this one.
We've all been suffering coronavirus.
Yeah, I thought I'd have to get down to the doctor and have a checkup because I've got a few, and maybe I do have coronavirus.
Yeah.
And all you out there that obviously tune in because you have a love of cars, might be coronavirus. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they've been talking about on the news. No, coronavirus. Well, Coronavirus.
Goes well with Lyme disease.
It's actually going to have an effect on the
automotive manufacturing. Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't just...
Well, China does manufacture a lot of parts. They don't necessarily manufacture a lot of the car brands, but they...
Well, just opened a bloody big Tesla factory.
Yeah, well, they reckon they're going to have a 1 week to 1.5 week delay on their cars. But you know, this isn't just going to affect companies that manufacture in China. It's going to affect other ones outside of China, like Ford, GM, Fiat, Chrysler, Honda, Hyundai, because China manufactures a lot of these little parts that go into these cars.
Yeah.
So,
according to automotive research firm IHS Markit, manufacturers are looking at a loss as many as 350,000 vehicles in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, and that's because of the government mandated shutdowns. Now, those mandated shutdowns were meant to lift this week, but there is now talk that it could remain closed until March.
Yeah.
So many of the factories say, the industry analysts are saying that the factories are going to be shut till March. Because they're trying to limit the spread of the disease, of course, as we all know. And they forecasted the loss to be approximately 1.7 million vehicles by the end of it. So 32.3% decline from initial expectations before the virus was discovered. So that's how much of the decline has been in the expected car sales across that across that quarter. So so it just goes to show, look, and it's obviously wouldn't just be the car industry. It's going to be so much different manufacturing, but it does go across the lot.
Of course.
Tesla, as I said, just opened their newest production factory in Shanghai. and they're just trying to work out what they're in the early stages of trying to understand what extent they'll be affected. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So definitely a delay in the Model 3 production for those guys. South Korean brands, Hyundai, SsangYong, they were among the first brands outside of China to be affected by the shutdown because they're close proximity, I guess, South Korea and China. Fiat Chrysler have also revealed that one of their assembly plants in Europe may soon have to close. They might have to halt production as supply chains remain shut down. So it's massive stuff. Big article on it on the MTA website as well. There's probably a few others.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a look if you're interested in that.
We've got a couple of comments. Let's have a look. Shane Fitzgerald says, "Good luck, Tyler. If it's too good to be true, it usually is, and you'll find something good."
Yeah.
No More Racing says, "Just buy a HJ 2-door. I don't have that kind of money. I wish I did."
Definitely.
Roy says, "No rum for me tonight. Damn."
I'll have one for you.
Reese said, "Car owner virus is common to lemon owners." Paulie said, "The virus is stuffing my work up." Johnny Skidpig says it should have been called Kung Flu. Marv said, "Yay, I prefer my Alibaba parts without coronavirus." Zig said, "Coronavirus, not me. I'm immune to anything from China." Johnny Skidpig says, "You need a chemical suit to open up an eBay turbo package." Gleno said, "Boss was popping bubble wrap today. I was walking off and I asked him where was the bubble wrap made."
That made him think a bit, I bet. And look, this week I've limited, not done any Amazon purchases on the show. Actually, no, I did. It wasn't car related, so I bought a new screen for my phone. But we'll bring back the Amazon purchases next week. I'll find something car related. I'm looking at a couple of different products, but yeah, there's some other different car wash products I want to test out as well. But we've just also got a heap of Fireball stuff there, so it's like, how much do I want to spend on different car stuff when I've got all that there to use as well? And it's good. It's good stuff. Very good stuff. Hopefully you had a look at the video and checked out the Fireball. I was amazed. There are a lot of mates that have been using it for quite some time. And I've not gone there because of the price, but once you realise you just don't use bugger all, like 12 mils of that stuff. And it's the same with the car wash and when you bucket wash. And yeah, watch the video. Anyway, next story.
Yep. Kivas said, "Nearly as bad as venereal disease."
That's good. MTA. I did get that one off the MTA, and I thought we'd give them another mention, to give them a shout for the MTA because
they're offering up this awesome opportunity to their current or past apprentices at the MTA Institute,
and there's a heck of a lot of them. Right, so they are the biggest training provider in the state.
Yeah, and they have a $10 million state-of-the-art training facility there. So
yeah. So they've got we have mentioned before, they do have a racing team which had a massive 2019 season and were placed in its first championship. So they did really well. The MTAQ racing team are looking to make 2020 even bigger. Yep. And they're offering up some positions for support crew. So you can be part of the racing team crew. It is a
non-paid volunteer opportunity, and you have to be well, you don't have to. Sorry, you don't need to be available for all dates. Attendance is flexible within the team. There's 28, 29 of March, 5th to 6th of June, 4 to 5 of July, which is actually a pretty exciting one. That one's the Federal Tyres Invitational Cup, so it's a pretty big one out there.
Yeah, we're pretty keen to get out there for that.
29th to 30th of August, 3rd to 4th of October, and 21st, 22nd of November. They will learn all about vehicle preparation, mechanical work on the vehicle, repairs, paint panel repairs as required, race day crew work, and tuning and any other maintenance.
yeah, you'll be there doing all the pit crewing and whatever you got to do. So it's a massive opportunity, and there is people that have actually done this previous years
and gone further into racing.
To work with other big motorsport teams, and forged a career in motorsport.
Yeah.
As pit crew, and not to just to mention that, the other big opportunity is there'll be plenty of big opportunities along the way, but the big ones including media coverage. So massive media coverage there by a massive one of my favourite YouTube channels, definitely yours. We watch them every week. Overtaking Lane will be definitely covering some media and having a chat to the crew. So if you or anyone you know has is interested in that, then jump on MTAQ website and have a look at all the details. I think there's even a post on it on our Facebook page actually.
Yeah.
I've already shared something on there. So, all right. Next story.
Yep. Gleno said, "Love the Fireball video. Made me realise how much car wash I was overusing. Can wash my car for me next time, Dave."
Yeah, that's what actually, that was one of the main things I wanted to point out in that video was how little you need, and I it was a lot more information that I've been given, that because I got given that gear a while back. It took us a little while to do that video. But Brad from Fireball, he explained a lot of the products through with me, and the snow foam, he said once you use 20 mils, anything over 20 mils actually makes no difference whatsoever to the consistency. So, and if anything, if you do get it too thick, you don't want to get it that thick, so that's why you want it around that 12 mil, is you still want a little bit of runoff. You want it to soak in and penetrate and all the rest of it, but you want it to pull that dirt out and run off a little bit as well. So there's a lot more details in it, and Brad's just a wealth of knowledge. The guy, amazing how much stuff he knows about car care products, and just blows you away.
Yeah.
Talking to the guy.
Roy said, "The world got sucked into buying everything from a single source. Stupid." Shane Fitzgerald said that would be an awesome opportunity. Paulie said he'll be slinging spanners on a race bike this year. So bizarre. There you go.
Yeah, that
Very
sounds cool.
Roy said, "I've always wanted to work on suspension in a race team, science and voodoo all in one." Shane Fitzgerald says the Bowden Snow Foam recommends 100 mils.
Yeah, and I can tell you, look, I didn't mention that, but I've got half a bottle here, and anyone can have that if they want it, because I actually tried to give it to you, didn't I? And you didn't take it. But I was not getting anything near as thick as what comes out of that Fireball stuff, and I used 100 mils, and then I actually doubled it, and even from there, then I wasn't using the whole snow foam cannon, so there'd be this much left in it. I would put another double cap in, so 200 mils, fill it back up, and it still wasn't any thicker. So, and the cannon gave me the shits the whole time using it. Every time I let the trigger off and go to do it again, I had to readjust the cannon for the Bowden's one. The foamy, brilliant. That foamy cannon, it's got less settings. You don't have an amount adjuster. It only has the spray adjuster, but you don't need the amount adjuster.
Yeah.
Because on the other one, it was always turned to full anyway. I had to back it off and then turn it back to full every time. So, yeah, I do not rate the Bowden's one at all. So, and there's other products of theirs that I do rate and that have been good, but their snow foam and their cannon, was a waste of money for me. Get on the Fireball, much better. Right. Anything else before I do the next one?
Reese said Brad is very smart, not just with car cleaning products, but holds a world record in the automotive industry.
He does, yeah, for an engine. He produced an engine. Now, probably a good story. Maybe we'll get him on one day to tell that story. But he created Reese, what sort of engine was it now? I have been through the discussion with him. Great guy to, I think, just even have a beer with, and he can tell you a lot. But it was a very unique engine design. There's some YouTube videos on it as well. Maybe we'll share them.
Yeah.
in Discord. I'll find it and share them so you can have a look.
Shane said he used half of that and it was not as foamy. The Bowdens, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Scott was talking about suspension. Back to Roy. Marv said he's a Maguire's man, never had an issue with it. Paulie is the same. He said from prepping show cars, he got stuck on Maguire's. He's the biggest wood duck for their product. There you go.
Yeah, look, the only thing that turned me off the Maguires, I think it was it Maguires? They got the Californian Gold car wash. Is that the one? I'm sure that's or is that
No, wash my
Mothers?
car
That might be
once.
Mothers.
Well, Marv said Mothers used to be the best, but they've fallen off in my opinion.
Let me look that up. What was it? What did I say? It
And,
was Californian Gold. That's the.
Reese said PJR Gold Coast keep and stock them in shop. They certainly do.
They do.
He said RevTech is what he is under his YouTube. You will see the engine.
That's the one, RevTech, right? Well, so yeah, Mothers do the Californian Gold car wash. That was Mothers, not Maguire's. Sorry. So that Mothers car wash, the Californian Gold. I actually had a bottle of that, and it fell over, leaked onto the concrete, and it etched my concrete. It ate the concrete. So overnight, the next day I came out, washed it off, and it had eaten the concrete. So I do not recommend putting that on your paintwork. And the fireball stuff is just all pH neutral. You can use it on ceramic coatings, everything. It's made for that. That's what it's made for, and it's got hydrophobic qualities as well. I might try a few different Maguire's ones as I get through that. I might see what we can get, because there's some stuff on Amazon. You can get it through Amazon in big quantities for cheaper. But right now, I'm pretty happy with that fireball stuff.
Shane said, yeah, okay, might get on to the fireball cannon. It looked great in the video.
The foamy really is, yeah. Someone asked in the video as well about, does it hook to hose? No, that one doesn't. That's for a pressure washer. My pressure washer is no special one. It's a $50 cheapie that I bought from Masters back in the day. But the guy from Foamy messaged me when he saw the video, and he said, oh, great video. And I was looking at his site, and I haven't seen if he's responded yet, but it looks that he actually has a cannon that hooks to your garden hose. So I've asked him about it. So when I get some info, I'll find out, and I'll try that out and see if it works.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see. Right.
Sambo says Bowdens is the best for sure. Zig said he uses whatever the grandkids give him for Christmas. That was pretty much my case. It was whatever the in-laws gave me for Christmas. I was using that. Paulie said, I buy the Maguire's wash and wax. Smells great too. Would use it for a cologne.
No, you need the E85 for that.
That's pretty much it.
You're up. You're up to date.
Up to date, yep.
All right. We'll jump into the next story.
Let's do
Getting
it.
sidetracked. New Ute.
Yeah.
New dual cab Ute. You're getting sidetracked on your messages.
That was a notification from Auto One.
Dual cab Ute, right? This is the story. It's could we be getting a new dual cab? Is it a Dodge Ram?
Yeah.
Actually, talking
Not
about
just any Ram though.
talking about one of those. Did you hear about the one that hit the tree? Yeah, it had too much Ram, not enough Dodge. No, you don't pay that. I thought that's
not
funny.
tonight.
We just can't cheer you up at all, can we?
No, it's a disappointing night.
Mister, you have a few of these, mate.
But could Australia be
I hope
getting
it
a
made someone else laugh.
520 kilowatt dual cab Ute, which is the most powerful dual cab in the world? Would that appeal to Australian buyers? But will it happen?
Hopefully it does. I like the look of this thing. And it could throw the market into bloody bit of turmoil, right? Into overdrive. Because we've done a fair few stories now on... Well, we've done the stories on which ones we've done. All of them. It's been new, possibly a new Hyundai one, wasn't there? There was obviously the Raptor, the V8 Raptor.
There's a few of them that have been touted and canned, and
Yep. We've talked about the F-150. We've talked about all of them. But this thing sounds really exciting. So Big high power engine under the bonnet.
The Rebel TRX. It's also got beefy suspension under its arches.
Yep. And there's a few technical details on this that started to come out of North America, and it looks like it has a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk Hellcat V8.
6.2 litre supercharged Hemi.
Yep.
Providing a staunch 522 kilowatts, 700 horsepower, I believe, something like that, and 868 newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
Fed to all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox.
So, there's all these pictures have come out, and the photographers that got these pictures said that they could definitely hear a distinct V8 rumble from the exhaust, and
From the pictures?
well, they're taking the pictures. They're taking the pictures. The photographers, not the
I thought you said they got the pictures from it.
No, the photographer. The Hellcat signature supercharger whine was also noticeable. So if you like V8 dual cabs, and I do, but if you like them without forced induction, if you don't want supercharged, they're also talking about the fact that they're possibly working on a second engine for the Rebel TRX called the Banshee.
There you go. With
So-
a 7 litre capacity.
Yeah, the 7 litre. So there'll be no forced induction, but
Producing power in the region of 387 kilowatts and 711 newton meters of torque, expected to be fitted to a more affordable Rebel TRX. So that'll be the Australian one.
that's what we'll end up with, you reckon?
Yeah.
We won't get the supercharged version. Look, I doubt it'll be a cheap car, but
Oh, no.
it looks
No
good.
way.
It does look really good.
And their sales figures in the 12 months last year grew by almost 300%.
There's a lot getting around now.
Without any signs of slowing down.
I'm surprised at how many I see getting around.
This one's got harnesses in it.
Oh, it does see. That's impressive. I didn't see that before. I would have put that picture in. But yeah, what do you think? Would you be interested in something like that?
Got some comment. Let me scroll up.
Because this is Ford were talking about planning a V8 Ranger Raptor.
Thought they already did. Maybe that was Hennessy that did it.
No, but yeah, we did the story like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't like going through bloody Walkinshaw or something.
Why did it go through
I
Walkinshaw
don't
as a Ford?
I don't know. I don't know where it was going then. Was it Hennessy? Was it? We're doing it.
No, I think they already did a V8 in the Ranger.
Oh no, it was a story out of one of the Which Car did a survey on sales.
Yeah, to see
That's
whether
what it
people
was.
would buy it.
And they got massive influx of people.
Maybe that's
wanted
why
to do pre-orders.
Maybe that's why maybe Ram's taking advantage of the survey. And
Yeah.
who knows? Let's see. Paulie said he generally smells of fuel and oil anyways, Dave. Reese said he's going to bring one over. The 6.2 litre Hemi supercharged is the bomb.
There you go. He's keen.
Paulie said great joke. Scott said I'll pay that, Dave. Paulie said he's still looking for whales for me. He'll cheer me up to cheer me up and find me a diamond. Reese said no change from 200k plus.
Wow.
Zig said
Wow, that's expensive.
too bloody big for our shitty goat trail roads and car parks. Gleno loves the Ram joke. No more racing, says now that's a ute. Scott Sherrington said it's a bloody fishing boat, Paulie. You catch whales with it. And Mark said same, Paulie. I think we've both said that to Tyler in his Discord.
Catching whales with your R33.
Finding me a diamond.
Oh,
Sambo said it's a truck.
need 3 diamonds.
Reese said 426 Hemi. There you go.
It's cool. I like it. I think it should come out in the Australian market. Hopefully it does. And now we've got another story coming up a little bit later about another truck that possibly might come to Australia too. And it's a very different one. And I actually think it's really cool too. But completely different. Wait and see that.
Skid Pig says his concern 4 weeks ago was that we were at major water restrictions out my way, and I didn't see the sense of washing the car at all. Now I can't wait to finally be able to give the girls a bath.
Go nuts. We're about to start getting some more rain again here. I can hear it coming.
Paulie said I can't run fast enough to catch any chicks. It's because of the armour. Loves the medieval stuff.
Ah, yes.
Organiser of a lot of the medieval stuff around.
A few of my bearded villain mates are all into that too.
Zig said I ran my old Chevy out into the rain. He ran it out into the rain to wash it. Screw restrictions.
Yeah. Well, how is it in Sydney now? Our dam is now at 96% tonight after today's little downpour. So
And it's still raining.
and it's just starting again now. So I don't know how much more we get, but if it there's obviously not going to take much. You'll be having to go run and move the Mirage before it floats away. All right, next story.
Yeah.
The next story. What is the next
Skid
story?
Pig said that's not a truck. Kenworth Mac Western Star trucks.
Oh, that's a cool bloody dual cab ute. There you go.
Mad Max. The Interceptor is for sale.
That's why we put the Mad Max videos
The
out.
original Mad Max Interceptor is for
So
sale.
have you watched Mad Max?
Probably when I was younger. I don't remember it now though. Probably played it when I was younger. I know some facts about Mad Max and that guy passed away doing the stunt in the accident.
Oh yeah. I probably told you that fact that when the motorbike hits him on the back of the helmet and they reckon he actually died. I looked that up recently and it's a myth.
No, there you go.
Yeah, but it's he obviously got injured because it did definitely smack him in the head when it happened. Our mate Hodjo, George Hodges on Hodges Hot Wheel and Diecast. He is a massive fan of Mad Max, and the Interceptor is his favourite car of all time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and he just made a Interceptor Hot Wheels. There is one, but he changed it and made it exactly like that picture. With the rust stains and the patina. Yeah, changed it up. It was really cool. So, but that's not what we're talking about here. This is the fact that it's for sale.
Yeah. Well, the Interceptor last changed hands in 2011. Wasn't publicly though.
We got sent this story 3 times too.
Yeah.
You know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Marv sent it to us. Sally sent it to us.
You're cutting me off.
And
in the
George
story
sent
now.
it to us.
No one's going to know about it because we keep talking about we're getting sent the story.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. So what's the next story?
Well, when the complete inventory of the UK-based Car of the Stars Museum, it was purchased by a real estate developer, Michael Adiza. He shipped it across the Atlantic to Florida, where he opened the Miami Auto Museum in 2012. With the Aussie Coupe a popular attraction alongside other automotive pop culture icons such as the Batmobile, the Back to the Future DeLorean DMC-12, and a Ferrari from Miami Vice made entirely of cocaine, unconfirmed.
Alright, you have seen Back to the Future though, right?
Yes, I've seen Back to the Future.
Checking. You got no idea what Miami Vice was,
Well, I know what Miami Vice is.
You
You
do?
watched it.
Okay.
But the museum is shifting now to
Yeah,
Orlando.
and it's massive. This thing's over in America. This is an Australian movie, Australian actor, an Australian car, shot in Australia, but it's over in the States now. And it's for sale. And we think we should bring it back, so we're going to start a GoFundMe. No, not really.
We need a lot of money, probably. But yeah, so it's shipping it to Orlando, and for whatever reason, the Interceptor has to go. And likely, it is sort of easy to speculate that because the Bullet sold recently,
Which we did a story on.
for 4.93 million Australian dollars.
Yep.
Or maybe that was Australian dollars. Sorry.
Yes.
That maybe that has influenced his decision to sell it.
Yeah. So yeah, another big movie car gets nearly $5 million, so he's probably decided to sell this one.
Did you know the blower didn't even work?
But I've seen a replica that gets around to the shows up here in Queensland.
Does his blower work?
No, he puts it on at the show. He sits it on there when he gets there, and then when he drives off, he takes it off and drives it out on the road. So, but yeah, it doesn't work. You're right.
It's just put on top of the air cleaner.
bolted to the air cleaner.
All they had to make it do was spin and tilt under load. It didn't even have to work. So.
Yeah, movie magic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They installed the roof and tail spoilers after ripping them off Bob Jane's Monaro. Didn't take a lot to make them fit, just a little bit of grinding, some Sikaflex and bog, and all of a sudden there's your spoiler.
yeah. That's it. It just had to last a few shots, right? Truck painter Rod Smith and his brother did the painting as well. Sorry, matte black on gloss black colour scheme. It's an iconic car. I actually think I got another picture of it. I'll put that picture up because that's just a cool looking picture. But there you go. There's what it was like at the end of the movie back in the day. There you go. And they sold it. I think it's sat actually. Well, they gave it back to the guy that originally had the car or something. That they got the car off unpaid work.
Well, it was in a wrecking yard.
Yeah,
in Adelaide Hills.
Well, they had once they finished filming with it. There was no one wanted to buy it. They tried to sell it for $7,500. No one wanted to buy it, so they gave it to the mechanic Murray Smith for unpaid work. And then that's where it ended up. I think into it, or was it used again before that? So when the movie hit big, he sold the car back to the Kennedy Miller team for use in Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Which would be this one here. Yeah, I don't know, one of those. So there was a few things changed on it. The front, Concorde front was binned, and in the rear the bulkhead was chopped out, and they put the big fuel tanks in it. It was. But then once the sequel was complete, that's when the history of the car gets all murky, because it was no longer able to be driven on the road. Falcon Coupes weren't worth anything then either. They weren't getting very good money. This one had been hacked and chopped. It was pretty much a wrecker car. And that's where it went. And that's what you said. Then they found it in the wreckers, yeah?
Yep. It sat in the wreckers for quite a few years. Hundreds of people driving past every day. No one ever really noticed it.
And people were getting photos of it like this. People in the wreckers go, oh, look, it's a Mad Max car. And they get a photo with it.
It was under a cover.
Oh.
That's not.
That's not it. No, I just made that bit up. Just go with it.
Yeah, so eight dummy side pipes sticking out from under the cover gave the game away eventually when eagle-eyed passerbys did occasionally notice the car. And then legend has it that one Christmas, the owner got a few brews under his belt, decided to give it some stick, and after a bit of coaxing, he got the 351 back brought to life.
Yep.
And the usual quiet meadows and valleys of the Adelaide Hills resonating to the sound of a tired but alive Ford V8 in the area enveloped by smoke from the aged concrete compound tyres spinning furiously.
Then they did restore it. I think it then got taken up. A big fan snapped it up, and it got restored. But then it went to the UK. So it actually went over to the UK and it toured around over there before then getting sent to the American Museum. So, yeah. There's the story of it.
Yeah. It's listed as 302 powered nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah.
351's gone. Killed it.
Apparently. And price on ask when you ask them.
There's a few people quoting what they think they might get some prices on it. Someone reckon it might be worth 10 mil.
Let me scroll up. Back to the flood water, the dams. Zig said 80% at Warragamba.
There you go.
Scott said 75% in Sydney and still going. Trevor Smith told me to check out Motorman Imports. I got that one in the browser now. I'll check it out. James Bayless says raging war for tank of juice if you buy the Ram. Zig said going to flood the Nepean River.
Is it? Really? Wow. That's down near Brother's place.
James Bayless said true about the death. It was a myth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Paulie
I
said,
thought for years that was true.
Roy said those MFP XBs were cool too. Scott said, yeah, but that's not the Interceptor, 10 mil at least. Zig said, funny thing is, there are quite a few of the last Interceptor.
Yeah, well, this one is touted to be
The original.
The original. So,
Um,
but there is a lot. Yes, there's a lot. There's a
James,
crap load of them in Australia.
James Bayless lives 15 minutes away from that bridge with the motorbike accident. There you go.
Oh, right.
Paulie said he's fairly sure there is a guy who managed to make an Interceptor with a switchable blower. There you go. And Scott said, from memory, it was gutted and the carby was inside. There you go. And Paulie said, you're right. They gutted the blower and sat it over the carb.
Over the top. Yeah.
James Baylor said he thinks they used an AC compressor to drive to switch it on and off. There you go.
B. Perkins is a big fan of the Bullet Mustang. Says
He
Interceptor
said
second after that. There you go.
James Baylor
as well.
James said if you watch the first scene, there is a funnel blocking the motor. There you go.
I'll have to suss that out.
Paulie said also best movie car ever is the Tri-5 from 2-Lane Blacktop.
I haven't watched 2-Lane Blacktop. I can't even get a copy of that. Been trying to get a hold of it, and I can't even get it. So, B. Perkins wants a blower with a switch.
Johnny Skidpig says the belt on the blower is connected to an electric motor. Scott said he'd rather drive the Interceptor than the Bullet. Paulie said 2-Lane Blacktop Tri-5 is what I'd be driving. B. Perkins said he'd take the Interceptor and wouldn't complain. And Mad Kiwi says chook cooker.
Bring the rotary, he says.
All right, on to the next one.
On to the next story.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, what do we got?
Hyundai.
Have we? Oh no, I'm not on it yet. We do. Now, I want to combine. Everyone says, where's your Hyundai story? Where's your EV story?
Mm-hmm.
We're combining. We got a Hyundai.
Paulie said
EV.
he's very disappointed you haven't seen 2-Lane Blacktop.
I know. I'm very disappointed. I know of it, and I've not seen it, and I tried to get it, but I can't get it. If anyone hook me up, then please help me out.
Hyundai has joined forces with the Californian electric vehicle maker
Canoe. They're a startup.
Mm.
Now, Hyundai actually is not new to electric vehicles.
No.
They already have the Kona Electric, which is starting. I don't think that's Australian price, 36 grand. I think that's a bit off, but that's not Australian.
Maybe
Worth
it
a bit
is.
more than that, but they do have these available. But they're going to change the design, and that's why they have jumped in to bed with Canoe, or into the river with the Canoe, because they want to change it to
collaborating with them on their skateboard design.
So they're not making a skateboard; they're talking about that type of skateboard design. So in terms of electric vehicle, the whole electric vehicle is that.
Yeah.
So your motors are in there, your batteries are in there, everything. That's it, and then they can whack whatever they want on top of it.
Yeah. Now they're not the first to do this. Skateboard architecture. Rinspeed released concept photos of their design in 2018. Tesla had a bare skateboard displayed in its Martin Place dealership in Sydney CBD all the way back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
The Jaguar I-Pace, Audi Q-tron and Nissan IMQ all make use of a skateboard design. And Ford has invested in Rivian with plans to use their design, and even the United States Postal Service, or UPS, have sourced an EV startup for their delivery van underpinnings.
There you go. The idea of the skateboard design is the fact that it does give it a lot more versatility to be able to have that design and then put different vehicles on top, I guess, and then also there's a lot more interior room, I believe, is another thing for the way that they set out their interior.
Mm-hmm.
Am I on track with that?
I believe so.
Am I making that one up too?
I don't know. But Hyundai committing a pretty big investment of just shy of Australian $100 billion into EV development by 2025.
That's big.
$20 billion a year.
That's big. Man, that's a lot of dollars, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll share that design with Kia. Yep.
Who have pledged to invest $37 billion in EV development.
They reckon it'll be 25% of all their sales by 2025, which is not far away. So, not bad for a bloody startup company getting that much invested into them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty awesome. So all their engineers and whatnot, they're going to work with them. They'll collaborate all together, and they also want to look at autonomous. So.
All right, let's scroll up. Zig said he's a big fan of the black 57 coupe from running on empty.
Yes.
James Bayless said, what about the 57 from running on empty?
Yeah, there's a few copies of that one too getting around. So, what about Fox's car? I like the XY actually, the GT Phase 3 that they. Well, it wasn't a Phase 3 that they wrecked. They did change that car out, and the Gazar brothers burn it. You can actually, if you look at that closely, you'll see the car changes. But yeah. Watched that movie a few times. Don't be disappointed there.
Marv said, I'm more disappointed that you don't consider Jesse's VW Jetta from Fast and the Furious to be the best car ever. Too soon, Junior.
I thought you'd have all the Fast and Furious quotes, mate. Huh?
Jenna no Croston.
What's Hector one?
Dude, I almost had you.
What about Hector?
No, not what does he want. You got to watch out for Hector. He's just ordered 3 spoon engines and Motec system exhausts.
Alright.
Paulie said, some say there are some special places on the internet where you can acquire special copies of 2-lane blacktop for free.
Well, that's what I was been looking for. That's what I've been trying to get, but no, I hadn't found it. But I better maybe with the NBN now I can download that better, quicker.
Glano said, hear the rain again in Sheldon. Hopefully I
send
get
me a link in
again.
Discord if you can. Send me a link in Discord.
Scott said if it was a Mark 1 Golf, it might have been Marf. Marf said, Toretto, SWAT came to my house, disrespected my family, and you know what? It was you. James Bayless said, I think the Skid Factory talked with a company in New Zealand that is going to make a rally EV out of the Kona. There you go.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, yes.
Johnny said, has anyone seen the photo of the Tesla charging station that got flooded? Be more deadly than smoking at a petrol plant.
I did see that.
Petrol station, sorry, not petrol.
I was gonna share that on the on our Facebook page, but I didn't end up doing it. So there's a few other people that already shared it.
Mad Kiwi said original VW Beetle was a skateboard design. Zig said EVs, I'm out, check you later, shitboxes to fix and such.
We've disappointed him with EV as usual.
Paulie said we should organise a car meet movie marathon of the best 3 car movies. Fast and the Furious, 2-lane blacktop and Bullet. Scott Sherrington said, yeah, James, it was an EV rally car, Kona, there you go. Sally said green is nice.
Yes, that's it.
Scott said the one that went into the wall was a Chrysler by Chrysler, not the Charger. James Bayless said, I've seen the way you drive, Tyler. You've got a heavy foot.
Did you get the Eleanor? Mad Kiwi says Eleanor.
Eleanor, gone in 60 seconds, the Eleanor. James Bayless said, I've seen the way you drive, Tyler. You've got a heavy foot. There you go. You've got to put the foot down in the Mirage to go anywhere. It takes about 30
says
years.
The 57 Chev from running an empty is Victor Bray's, and he still owns it and uses it regularly. And that he did the burnout scene in the car before the race as well. Well, we've got footage of Victor's original Chev, because he drove that to Ron Whelan's memorial meet. That was his first drag car that he's still driving. It's on the street. Puff 57, yeah, that's the number plate too.
Yeah,
that's in it. I don't know if that's the one from the movie.
Maybe it is.
I don't know, but it's in a video. It's in our Ron Whelan video. We could message Benny Bray. We'll confirm this. We'll see what we can find out.
Marv said, streets closed, pizza boy, because it's flooded outside Dave's.
Yes.
James Bayless said, you're living your life 19 seconds at a time.
It's all coming out. Car meet. So what did you say? Movie car meet. Well, we might be working on a car meet as well. So plans.
19 seconds, you're free.
Plans for a car meet, and probably a good chat for Discord. We'll talk a lot about what people expect to see at a car meet. But we've got a pretty cool location sorted. We've already got a charity. We've got a location. We've got some staff. We've just got to work out what we're actually going to do. Is it going to just be a meet? Is it going to be a show? Are we going to have prizes? I'm thinking of getting some businesses along to have stalls there. Might be some performance shops like PJR. Hint, Reese, you might come along, talk to the guys. We'll get a few different people out there like that as well. That might be cool. We'll wait and see what we come up with. Planning at the moment. Only week into planning.
Got another comment on it for for Victor's car.
It's a 210 Pilot. Yeah, righto. Well, I'm going to suss it out. It is matte black. You are right. Yeah, Johnny says it's matte black. It is matte black.
Scott said, like the Monaro that rolled in running on empty was a 6 with the chrome rocker cover. Clearly seen it when it rolls over. And B. Perkins says, hey, my Aussie bros, what was the car that the Knight Rider was driving?
That was a... What was the Knight Rider driving? Was it not a Pontiac? What was it? No. Was it a Pontiac?
Pretty sure.
Pontiac, yeah. Oh, Mad Kiwi says Trans Am. Johnny says Pontiac Firebird.
It says Pontiac Firebird.
I reckon Pontiac, yeah.
In the series was
There's a few replicas of that getting around.
Firebird.
Don't see as many these days.
And Reese said it's the original black that has turned matte. There you go.
That's cool, that. There you go. I never knew that we were there filming that car. Huh?
All right, next story.
All right.
Nicola Badger.
Now, this is the story that I said would be a very different truck.
This is the one to beat the Tesla Cybertruck and the Rivian Ute with near 1,000 kilometre range.
But this is cool. Have a look at that thing, because we've had pictures of the Cybertruck and that thing looks like a piece of crap.
Did I send you the picture of Elon Musk on the red carpet with his Cybertruck shoes as well?
No, but I did see Casey Neistat made like a cyber bike looking thing out of an electric bike and rode it around, and people were, is that a cyber bike? Like, it was just a frame over an electric bike, but yeah. But it had like the Cybertruck look to it. But this thing looks like a truck. This thing looks cool, and this is hydrogen electric as well, and it's Nicola Badger.
Yep, they're planning a full-blown assault on electric and petrol pickup manufacturers.
We've talked about the Rivian before.
Talking about a 965 kilometre zero-emission range for its upcoming Badger Ute.
Yeah, this thing will have 1,000k range.
And 675 kilowatts.
Yes, 900 plus horsepower, over 900 horsepower. Now, it's not constant, that horsepower, and it is engaged via using the launch control. And if you use the launch control, you have then locked it in to output 906 horsepower, 980 foot-pound torque.
0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds.
Correct. So under 3 seconds, 2.8 I think it is. No, 2.9 seconds. It does 0 to 100. And this is big. This is a big truck. This is Ford F-150 size. Dual cab. This is cool. I think this is cool. Normal output was lower than that though. Normally I think it outputs, where is it? It was somewhere around 400 horsepower. I think, and like, it's a big story, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's around 400 and something horsepower that it outputs normally if you're not in launch control. It has a towing capacity of 3.6 tons.
Yeah, which is not too much more than what the pretty well standard is Of 3.5 tons.
Continuous power output of 340 kilowatts, 455 horsepower.
Yeah.
But the supercar rivaling power output is offered only in launch mode, and it's in short periods, and that's just so it doesn't have battery drain. There you go. That's what the interior looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty cool as well.
Hmm.
Looks like a bloody 14-inch size screen. It could even be bigger.
Well, it's just a drawing in that one. So.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
He added that the truck would cost between $60,000 US and $90,000 US, which translates to an eye-watering $90K to $135K in Aussie dollars.
That's not that bad.
Hmm.
Considering what we talked about before in the Dodge Ram could have been up over 200.
Yeah.
I know this is electric, but yeah, there you go. There's a better picture of it as well. What do you think? I actually like the look of this thing. This is a really cool looking truck. Massive horsepower. Like, to be able to throw that in launch mode and go down the drag strip in a big truck, it would do good times, right?
Yeah.
This would be cool, and you throw the family in the dually and then throw it in launch mode and get all their bloody reaction videos from the kids in the back.
Yeah.
When you take off in launch mode. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure. Very cool.
Now, I don't think
See what happens.
You'll get quite that much range either. The other thing is the range, right? 1,000k range is massive.
That's using both hydrogen and EV though.
Correct.
Just EV, it's 300 miles, I think.
And I've not seen anywhere that's selling hydrogen here.
No, it's pretty. Yeah, we're pretty scared of it over here. So.
Yeah, so Australia doesn't have too much in hydrogen.
But they have bold plans, that company, to build 700 hydrogen refueling points in America.
So, but it can run in EV mode only.
Yeah.
And I think it gets just shy of 500 kilometres.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is still
300 miles.
Which is still a fair whack, right? I don't know. I do like this. I'm not.
Paulie said, not Paulie, Marv said, problem with liquid hydrogen is the storage. Think colder than liquid nitrogen and more pressure. Bang.
Mm-hmm. Can go.
Mal said, nice badger. Paulie said the liquid nitrogen is kept under pressure to stop it from going to gas. And Marv said it's the storage versus pressure that causes the boom. There you go. B. Perkins says, all I can say is goodbye, gasoline engine, goodbye.
Look, yeah, and I've been a bit electric. I don't know, but give me a 900 horsepower electric work ute. That's not even my fast weekend car.
Yeah.
There's my work ute. How good's that? I don't know. I like it. I like the look of it. It looks good too. Not like the Cybertruck. You know, they're going for that real space age look with the Cybertruck. You know, that looks like it looks a step up from a normal car. So you see that it has some space agey looking features with the way the lights are set out and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look over the top. Like, it doesn't have the wank factor like the Cybertruck, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just not really partial to it.
You don't like it?
Not a big fan of utes in
No.
general.
That wouldn't get you into an electric car?
Probably not.
No? What would you? Would you get into an electric car?
I'm trying not to.
It's not for you. There you go.
I want to buy a combustion engine before they disappear.
Well, you would if you just deal with someone that doesn't change their mind selling it to you. Too soon? So, I don't know. Is anyone else on board with me and think it's right? I think B Perkins. I think he's saying yay. I don't mind it.
B Perkins, I think he's saying nay.
Oh no.
I think he's saying goodbye combustion engine, and he said, how pissed would you be if you came out to go to work and your wife or teenage son didn't plug in the car?
Oh well, that's true.
James Baylor said the issue with hydrogen is it's stuck to everything else and it's expensive to separate to its raw element, but it is everywhere in the world.
But you'd be about as pissed off at your you know, families for not plugging in the car as you would when they pull it up on empty, and don't put any bloody fuel in it before they come home too, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's not as big a weight, but yeah.
Marv said
Too soon,
it's
Dave.
actually not the most abundant element in Earth, but it is the most abundant in the universe. There you go. Johnny Skid Pig says there was a bloke in Brisbane in the 90s ran a VP Commodore on water. He made a device that converted water to hydrogen and oxygen while it's in the car. There you go.
That's interesting. I've heard of another guy that apparently made some money out of making a combustible engine that worked along the same lines, and he was bought out for a lot of money and reckons it all, like, they bought it out so that it wasn't produced. Like, it was bought out by oil companies, gave him a heap of money for his plans and said, yeah, we'll take it, and then that was the last it was ever seen.
There you go.
Mal says it was too soon.
Yeah.
Alright, next story. We'll move through.
Motorsport. Supercars star Michael Caruso switching over to the TCR. Better change the slide. I've already started.
There you go.
He's going to be racing in a Alfa Romeo in 2020. He's going to be racing for GRM, Gary Rogers Motorsport, and his new car in there.
Now, you're keen to see this category, aren't you?
Yeah. It's sounds very cool. It's going to be pretty close probably. So
All turbocharged hatchbacks, basically, aren't they? So now,
this is the second year, I think, of the second season of the sport now. So I didn't see much of the first one. So
we're going to go and check out a race when they come to Morgan Park.
Yep, certainly will be.
They'll be going through Morgan Park Raceway out at Warwick. So we'll check that one out.
And Caruso is out to win it 100%. He's really excited. He watched the first season of TCR Australia and can see the potential, and he knew he wanted to be a part of it. He believes that the regulations for TCR with the turbocharged front-wheel drive hatchbacks, it'll ensure an even playing field and give him the best possible chance to return to the winner's circle on a regular basis. He admits that he found things in the supercars tough, despite earning a full-time place on the grid for 11 years with GRM and Kelly Racing, and having two comeback drivers with Rogers as a replacement when the mercurial Richie Stanaway got into trouble last year.
So, yeah, he was in a team in a car that was somewhat holding him back, I guess, as well. He was never going to win with what he had in supercars. So we'll see how he goes in TCR.
Yeah.
What is this, June? Around June or July that we have
July,
this?
I believe.
In July, this will be at Morgan Park Raceway. We'll be out there filming for the...
He's got his race engineer from Supercars days, Stephen Toddkill, and the Alpha is a very competitive car, not just here in Australia, but globally.
Now, the Alpha is a brand new car. They got this at the end of last year, but it didn't race.
Yeah.
So he was starting off in a brand new car next year. And they got 3 cars in that team?
I'm not sure, possibly. Yeah.
I think. So they do have a couple of others. So we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, they're saying it was one of the quickest cars through the first season of TCR. But that car that he's got is brand new, I know that. So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
I think it's cool. I can't wait.
Were you a Caruso fan?
Oh, not particularly. No, not. I'm not saying that I don't like him. I just never was one of his big fans. So.
They're calling it the Wog Chariot, though.
The Italian stallion.
Yeah, the Italian heritage driver in an Italian car. So we'll see what happens. TCR's all new, and interesting to see what comes of it all. So, any comments on that one?
Scott said, "How do the 40,000 homes without electricity at the moment charge their EV?"
They go down to the swimming pool Tesla charging station.
James said, "If we all got EVs, it would save the combustion engine for those weekend cruises."
Yep, make sure there's enough petrol for me.
Johnny Skidpig said he lost his seat after last year. Mal said it would be great racing. Scott said his 2-litre swapped Mark 1 Escort was the king of 4 cylinders in the early 90s. Then he had a turbo Gemini when the creek started drags on the main straight.
X or Turbo Gemini would be. Sally would love one of those. Looking at plenty of them.
Next story, are we ready?
No, I'm not
We're nearly
ready. You
9
ready?
o'clock and we've got like 16 stories left to go.
It's not quite that many. Let's go. Come on. Show us
New
how it's done.
Subaru WRX, they are upping the engine, 2.4 litre turbo engine, which will be good for 200 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. 2021 Subaru.
Yeah, so
Not too much of a change in the look, if any change in the look that I can see there.
it's going to come out with two motors, the 1.8 and the 2.4. Yeah.
The most recent report suggests the rumours are true. The new WRX will be powered by the 1.8 litre turbocharged boxer engine featured in the Levorg prototype revealed at the Tokyo Motor Show. But that's not all, because they will also make a high-performance version that will make use of a turbocharged 2.4 litre engine, which is the one that is probably going into the 86, I believe. They were
isn't
putting the
that engine-
2.4 litre into it.
Is that engine currently in the 7-seat SUV?
The Ascent, Subaru Ascent, yep.
Yeah. And it produces about 190 kilowatts in that, but they're saying it's going to punch out a bit more, around 200 kilowatts. Yeah.
Yeah, extra 10 kilowatts and 24
keeping you up,
newton
mate.
meters of torque.
Keep it up.
Hmm?
Keeping you up. Oh,
Yeah.
A lot of yawning there. Yeah. What else do you know about Subis?
Well, the 1.8 litre engine is expected to make around 150 kilowatts, powered by a CVT automatic. There is no word yet on a manual gearbox. They'd be shocked if there wasn't one made available. What's not clear at this point, though, is whether the WRX will have two different trim levels, a standard and a high performance, that sit under the STI, or whether the high performance will be the STI, with the 1.8 litre sitting below it as the standard WRX.
Okay. What about Nissans, mate? What's going on with Nissans?
Oh, the GTR.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
just segueing you into the next story.
Yeah, the GTR, the
Tell me how to hurry
Nismo,
up.
2020
Stories.
Nismo, releasing their new flagship model in 2020. $79,000 added to the price tag of this one, so bringing it up to $378,000 plus on-road costs. So you're going to get slapped with that luxury car tax and all the other goodies that they hit you with.
Yeah.
But it is still advertising the same power and performance,
But it's
but with more bling.
yeah. Okay. It's got a bit of power though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does. In saying that, it's not slow. But the 2020 Nismo now marks its overt character, one that has remained largely unchanged since the launch of the original R35 in 2007, with extensive tweaks and modifications inside out, totaling a 30 kilogram weight loss.
Okay. Makes a difference.
So the front fenders on the GTR 2020 Nismo now resemble those on the GT3 GTR. Scalloped vents are said to funnel hot air away from the engine and provide some downforce onto the front tyres without any additional drag. There's also more carbon fibre, which helped bring 10.5 kilogram reduction in weight. Lighter alloy wheels, carbon ceramic brakes, new turbos borrowed from the GTR GT3 race car. The aging cockpit is now filled with some Recaro race seats. But as we said, the updates don't come cheap. $378,000. That puts it in the same league price-wise as the 911 GT3 RS and the Mercedes AMG GTR.
Okay.
Now, for me, I'd love to buy a 911 GT3 RS if I could afford one.
A little bit pricey, mate.
Yeah.
No more racing's off. See you, buddy. He's hit.
Cheers for
and
tuning
we've
in.
got Ice Bike, our biker buddy Ice Bike, joining us, and Ice Bike probably put me on to doing a live video from the start. He's always on live every Sunday, talking about all things that are everything, bikes and
music and
and drones and you name it. Great guy Spike. So get over there and check his channel out.
Paulie said the 2.4 will be the STI. They announced that they won't be using the EJ25 again a while back. There you go.
And Spike just lapped us. He just clocked 3,000 subs.
Oh, there you go.
We're still 40 off. We've hit the brakes. We've slowed up.
Mal said that's a nice Skyline. It'd be great to own a Skyline.
Too soon? Too soon? But if you got a Skyline, right, I thought I'd chuck in this next story because if you got a Skyline...
If you've got a GTR, then you need a GTR to film
how do you film it? You need a GTR to film a GTR. Check out that for a camera car. And it wasn't that red one from car sales that they were testing in the last one.
They were testing a 600 horsepower Nismo as well.
Yep. This was Nissan. So Nissan were actually doing it.
Yeah.
So they thought, if you're going to film Godzilla, you need Godzilla. Right? So they created a Godzilla camera car. And I think that's a crazy camera car. And Nissan got some great footage of it running around the track.
Yeah.
As well. I think, have I got another? There's another picture of it. Doing a bit of filming. How cool is that? So we'll post up in Discord. We'll throw up a link to that page with the video. Jump on our Discord and follow us on there. I think we've got about 40 or 50 people in Discord chatting away all the time. We're always in there throughout the week talking as well. And just good spot. Lots of car conversations, lots of tips and tricks and stuff around cars as well in Discord. So jump in there just to be part of the chat.
And Paulie says hit the like button, spam that. Of course, smash it.
Yes. We've got the quiz coming up. One more story and then we'll do the quiz, eh? No, I didn't do any weird laws this week.
Neither did I.
So we're going to jump straight into the quiz.
Yep.
We weren't prepared with all that.
I forgot all about it because I got a text message at half an hour ago when I normally pick the law up. And
there was no car sale happening.
Icebike said, smashing it, man. I'm onto a really good course with all the YouTube secrets. Links are in my last live stream. There you go.
Yeah, I've seen your posts as well. So I've been sussing it out. We do some stuff with Creator Generation as well. So
Skid Pig said, I thought they used an AU Falcon as a camera car.
There was a bloke out here in his AU Falcon driving through all that floodwater out the front here this morning. I was just waiting for him to die in it too, but he kept going as usual. What was our last story before we jump over into?
We've got a video.
A quiz. We got a bit of a video, bit of a Hellcat.
It's a Hellcat swapped MX-5
or Miata because it was in the States, so they call it a Miata. You got sound?
Yep. Have you got sound?
Yeah. So.
Let me switch screens.
The story was that this thing got pranked. He left a car show. He gave it a bit of stick, and that's unfortunately there's no video of him pranking it. He gave it a bit of a stick, leaving a car show. Thought he'd do like a power pull as he's taken off. It wasn't a burnout. It wasn't doing the Mustang trick into the crowd.
And when he hit the brakes to slow down, his caliper locked up.
Yeah.
Before he could get off the brakes, the car was already in the grass.
And everyone said he'd trashed it because this car's apparently well known. I'd not seen it before. That's why it interested me. But apparently it is well known, and everyone was like saying he totaled it and it was wrecked and that was the end of this car. He came out with a video. We will do a quick snippet of the video just so you see the car and how it sounds. That was after it pranked, and it's still running. It's just lesser bumper bar and it's a bit dinged up and doesn't look quite as good as it used to, but it still sounds alright.
Yeah,
with a Hellcat engine in it.
Video on. There it is. There's a screen that everyone can see now. It's there. Let me cut ours off. We're back.
There you go. That's a pretty cool car. Now, how would it go, I wonder, up against Scotty's Garage, Carnage, MX-5, which I preferred it as an LS twin-turboed MX-5, but he's now turned it into a Barra-powered MX-5.
Shane said that car was in the Cletus and Cars Burnout contest. That's a shame. There you go. Johnny Skidpig said it did well at Cletus and Cars Burnout comp. Trevor Smith said build was on car YouTube channel. There you go.
What do you think of... I've been watching Cletus and the Freedom Factory. What do you think of that? How cool? I think that's cool. Cletus has bought a racetrack.
Yeah.
And watching the videos on that, it's just like, wow, that's freaking awesome. Just how cool is that? He's he's got that there. I think it's awesome. So,
Alright. Neato. We ready?
Yeah, what are we doing? We're going to a quiz?
Yeah, we are. Have you got the slide ready?
No, I got the Crazy Laws slide, which we haven't got, so now we're going straight to the quiz. We have Paulie and Scott.
And we have Scott. How's it going?
There's Paulie. G'day, mate. And Scott, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Here we both are. We've got a bit of rain going again in the background. Hopefully it doesn't get as heavy as it was this morning, because Tyler's car will float away. You got...
I haven't bought a boat yet, so...
You'll have to do your... I haven't got your questions, so you'll have to do your sound effects as well.
Have you got your scoring card?
Oh, yeah, I need that too, don't I? Really unprepared. Hang on. We're halfway there. This is what happens when your house floods. On the day of the show, we thought about pulling the show, and then we'll get through. The water's gone down now.
It's only a bit of moisture, fellas. You'll be right.
Yeah, I'll ring the insurance company tomorrow. There's a bit of damage over here. You can't see it. There's a bit of damage at the front door, but other than that, we'll be right. They'll sort that out. All right.
Well,
are we ready?
We'll test the buzzers. Scotty.
Yep, Scott.
And Paulie.
Paulie.
Sweet.
Both correct. We'll give you 1 point each for that. Correct. Buzz-ins.
I wrote it on the back of my hand so I don't forget.
Hey, you cheated.
All right. Question number 1. How many tyres are discarded each year in the United States? Is it A, 280 million, B, 260 million, or C, 290 million?
Paulie.
I'll
go C.
That's correct. According to the EPA and the Rubber Manufacturers Association, some 290 million tyres are discarded in the US each year, and over 80% of those are reused or recycled in some way.
Now, surely that was a guess. That was not an educated guess, was it?
It's a pretty educated guess. It's crap that floats around in my dome.
Oh, good stuff. All right, question 2. Go for it.
Which is a fluid your car does not need? Is it A, oil, B, brake fluid, or C, headlight?
Scott.
Paulie.
Scott was in first.
Yeah, I was going to say brake fluid, but it's going to be headlight fluid.
Yeah, that's correct. Number 3, the letters JDM stand for what?
Paulie.
Scott.
Paulie.
Japanese domestic market.
That is correct. Number 4, what is the difference between a V6 and a V8 engine? Is it A, 600... Scott.
Ooh.
You might have cocked this up, son.
I have, son. I'll go with B.
B is incorrect because B is no difference, just marketing. I'll give you the remaining options, Paulie. We've got A at 600 horsepower versus 800 horsepower, or C, a 6-cylinder engine versus an 8-cylinder engine.
I'm going to go with C there.
That's correct.
No, I'm onto your tricks. You're trying to beat the fast trigger pull.
Yeah, that's it.
In a 4-stroke engine, what are the 4 strokes? A, Paulie.
Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
That is correct. I would have also accepted intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. Number 6. In our recent Fireball video, what was Dave's favourite product?
Scott.
Paulie.
Scott.
It was the. I'll go with the sea foam, but I go with the cloth. The cloth.
No.
Love
Gotta
the
go
cloth.
first answer.
I reckon he. No, you give the point there. I'll come in. It was the cloth.
No.
And you get the
Still
points.
ahead. Come on, Paulie.
Yeah, you get the points, Scott. You get the points for that. 4-2. Paulie is ahead. It is 4-2.
Number 7. In the Fireball videos, we mentioned how little of the snow foam you used. How many mils was it?
Scott.
Paulie.
Scott.
12 mils.
That is correct.
Correct again. 4-3.
Number 8. Which was the company that created the snow foam cannon?
Paulie.
Paulie.
Oh shit. I've got here too.
Fireball incorrect.
Do you want to have a guess there, Scott?
Oh, I know it and I can't think of it. Nah.
It was the foamy cannon.
Oh, could have went the timer.
It was foamy.
Foamy. It was foamy.
Foamy.
That's it.
Number 9. How many years will the snow foam last you if you wash your car as many times as I do?
Scott.
Scott.
5.
Incorrect.
He doesn't wash his car that often.
That's too often.
Paulie, you want to have a guess?
Oh, 3 years.
3
No,
years?
no.
It was longer than 5. More than 10 years. I would have accepted anything over 10 years.
10 years, and I went, "No, you idiot, that's too long."
Not for Tyler. That's Tyler using it, remember?
Right.
He hasn't washed his car for a while.
It's getting washed
He
right
does
now.
have a Mirage. He doesn't want to watch the paint.
It's getting rained on.
Now, number 10. It's a bit of a different question. You both get to have a guess, and whoever gets closest. So, how many times did Dave say Fireball in the end screen?
So you get...
I'll go 30.
Paulie says 30. Scott, how many times do you
I
reckon? Closest?
reckon it was about. I'll go at 20.
20. Right.
Yeah.
What was the count, Tyler?
18.
So the points go to Scott. It is 4-all.
Oh, that's a problem. I haven't got a bonus question this
Why
week.
is it every week you've done a bonus question? It's never been a tie.
See, now that extra, they don't giving away that point matters.
Oh.
This is this.
I should have got 2. One for the favourite and one for the second favourite product.
Yes, true. Well, I'm pretty impressed by the Easy Coat as well. But
Yeah.
all right, tiebreaker. It all comes down to a tiebreaker. Every week he's prepared a tiebreaker question as well, you know, and we've only needed a tiebreaker question twice. This is the second time, and neither of those weeks have you had a tiebreaker question.
All right.
Okay, what's the tiebreaker question?
True or false? The man who invented cruise control was blind.
Paulie.
Paulie?
False.
Oh, that's incorrect.
Oh,
He was.
I'll
we
go with true.
there you go. He's held on to it. He has held on to it.
By the skin of my teeth.
Man, I thought you were in trouble tonight. It was very close.
He invented cruise control because he was inspired by his lawyer, who was apparently a very terrible driver. He used to speed up and slow down on him all the time, so he hated that.
There you go. I actually think we mentioned that in one of our previous weeks, didn't we?
Yep.
We talked about that. And that
Good work, Scotty.
that was really well
Thanks,
done.
Paulie, mate. I thought you had me.
And look, you know, no offence there, Scott, but we actually spoke about it before, and Tyler said to me before the show, he goes, "Who do you think will win the quiz tonight?" And we both said, "I think Paulie will get it."
Well, you can tell I was worried.
One of those ones I 100% hit my wrong button. I hit the bloody other side button on my mouse.
There you go. No, that was well done. So, mate, Paulie, you'll have to go and jump back in there
I'll
and
get back in the queue.
back in the queue, mate. Hit that button again and get in there. It's random, so yeah. I don't know. We've had about 5 people entering every week, right? So I don't know if it's the same 5 or...
I don't know.
You see the first 2 people that enter, don't you? And then it doesn't tell you after that.
Oh, it does tell you, but it doesn't properly tell you. So.
Yeah, right. But very cool quiz tonight. That was a lot of fun. Well done, guys. I can see a few answers going in the chat as well. Looks like Shane was right with 12 mil. Shane needs to have a go. He's ready to go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, all right. What else you got? Anything for the guys?
No, I don't think so.
Thank Paulie for all
thank
the
Thank you,
Cheers,
Paulie.
fellas.
for coming on, and thanks for all your advice around the R33 that didn't happen.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good. I spent a shitload of time around those bloody things, so I've had a bit of practice at looking at imports and dodgy imports, good and bad. I've seen it all. I've seen the very best. I've seen the very worst.
Well, we'll never know yet what this one was. It was either one of those 2, wasn't it?
I had a sneaking suspicion about the car. She might have been a bit of a banana, so I reckon he's probably dodged a bullet.
Sounded too good to be true.
Yeah, the right-hand side, the panels were a different colour altogether, so I have a feeling she's had a good swipe up the right-hand side.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. There you go. Might have dodged a bullet. And Scott, well done tonight, mate. What a comeback. Well done.
Oh, not in chat, but good.
How's he gone? He's already...
There he is. He's back.
He's
back.
You still there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm back. It finally came back in.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, well done on tonight, mate. You came back. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And, mate, I hopefully you're not doing any too much in the way of firefighting these days with all the rain.
No, we've been cutting up trees and
all the bloody trees falling over. Yeah. We go from one extreme to the other. Someone from the States messaged me earlier tonight and said, I hope you're doing all right down under with all those fires. I said, I'm not worried about the fires now, and then sent him a photo about the front. So we're flooding. We just can't make up our mind what we do here. It's all a cycle.
It is. They call it, the land of drought and flooding rain, so we got both.
Yeah. So, and amazing. Some people, I found some people were very helpful today. There was people pulling up and helping people out of the floodwaters here. There was other people that were inconsiderate. The neighbour's got a house on the market. No one's living in it. And a lady broke down in her car trying to get through the water. It was pushed out. And I said, let's put it in the driveway. So I popped it in the neighbour's driveway. He's come round and said, you can't have that there. You need to get it out. I said, where are you going to put it, mate? The road's underwater. And he's like, no, it's got to go. They can't have their car in here. He was upset about it. He really was. I thought, mate, it's no cost to you. Just let a car sit there for an hour or 2 while the water goes down. And, some people are just inconsiderate, eh?
And maybe he was going to have an open home while it was flooded.
Well, he started talking about I'm having an open house in a week, and I thought the car's only there for a couple of hours. she's coming back once the water goes down, and he's like, no, we got to get it out. I got to lock the gates. We're going to have to get it out. And I said, mate, the road's flooded. It was a bloody Mercedes. I said, it's a $100,000 Mercedes. I don't think we can push it out into the water. So, yeah, bloody losers.
That's what you get for being nice to people, Dave.
Yeah, I said that to him. I said, I just thought you would be a good Samaritan like me as well and would have no issue with it. And he's, I would normally. Wanker. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll go talk about the events that probably won't happen this weekend because of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, fellas. I'll see you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See
mate.
you next week.
See you there. All right. Now, what's on? What a good job.
Munchies has been canned, I believe.
Munchies is canned. We can talk about all the events that are cancelled.
Friday Night Lights is cancelled.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights, which is probably where we were going to head.
The PJR,
been cancelled.
The inspection of an R33 has been cancelled.
Yes. Checking out the R33 is not happening. PJR were having a dyno day. That's
been postponed.
What else have we got? I've got to get onto our
Cars
website.
and Coffee Jindalee, has that been cancelled? Let's go to the Facebook page and find
I
out.
haven't seen a cancellation on that one.
Cars and Coffee at Jindalee is still going ahead by the looks. They haven't said anything about it being cancelled. So
I think some of the Cars and Coffees might still go ahead because they're just sort of unless there's actual flooding at those.
Yep, that one's going ahead. Car and Bike, Show and Shine, and Roll Racing. That has been... No, it's still going ahead by the looks.
Is it? No post in that one?
No post in that one. On to the next one. Street Series 2020. Wonder whether they're starting that up. I wouldn't think so.
Street Series, they haven't called it off yet.
I presume they're hoping for the bit of sunshine on Saturday. So.
Yeah, so I think they're hoping to... Yeah, Terry will let us know if that one gets called off. But at the moment, that's still going ahead. At the moment, Auto 1 Browns Plains is still going ahead.
Yep, certainly is.
And we will be there. I think our original plan was to try and do Friday Night Lights, but there was also an R33 viewing. It was Friday Night Lights, PJR, then Auto 1, but because of the cancellations, it'll be Auto 1 at this stage.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get some good weather, Auto 1 stays on, and we can go to that one because we need some footage for a Tuesday video. Otherwise, you're going to get some footage about our gear or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different video. So we'll come up with something for Tuesday regardless. But hopefully we get a bit of sun.
Cool custom and classic car nights on at night market at Carrara Markets. Has that been cancelled?
No, that'll go ahead because the Carrara
that's right.
Markets goes ahead no matter what. So,
Yeah.
So it'll just be open, and if cars turn up, they turn up. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Yep. They said on their page, our car night is on once again this Saturday night, 15th of February. Car owners, come along with your cool, custom or classic car for all to admire. Unfortunately, last month it rained, so fingers crossed we have a clear night this time around.
Yeah. So, but if not, there's still a food market and stuff on there.
Yahtzee said there's a show out at Rockley on Friday night we could head to.
Yeah, he mentioned that in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if I got that one up on our page. I'm going to refresh my browser or something because it's not updated for me. Is yours?
No.
No? Because calendar's all there.
Roll Racing Brisbane.
Roll Racing Brisbane's supposed to be on as well, provided the weather is good. That one will happen. I'm going to go to the calendar here and get all the events. Cars and Coffee Jindalee, you mentioned. Cars and Coffee North Lakes.
Rev Up Rockley at the Brisbane Night Market is the one that Yahtzee's talking about. It's from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. tomorrow. There's Karalee Car Night at the Karalee Shopping Village from 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. QR Friday Night Drift, I wonder whether that'll still be on. That's from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Maybe that will be because they're just sliding around anyways. They give all those lower power guys a good horsepower boost.
That's true.
Furby Kebabs is on 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. I believe they'll still go ahead unless the roads are closed around there. That's a Friday night.
That's Friday. Yeah.
Cars and Coffee at North Lakes. At 12 Tours Crescent in North Lakes. That's from 6:30 till 12 p.m. There's also a bit of a cruise going on there. Cars and Coffee at Gold Coast is on at Mudra Bar.
Yep.
8 a.m. till 11 a.m.
There's a high performance driving event on at Lakeside as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so this is one I've been looking at this. They run quite a number of them. So who's the mob that runs it now? But it's a massive event where they take you through all this different high performance driving stuff. So it's a day on the track. There's skid pan stuff. There's all different stuff. Skid control, I think, are the guys that do it. They do have 3 skid control vehicles there that you can use, or you can take your own car. It does cost a bit. It's $320, but it's a full day of driving. So
there you go.
And they take you through everything. Like, so it's track racing, handling a car and, on the skid pans, all that sort of stuff. So they take you through different activities. They take you through advanced driver technique, introduction, slalom, vision circle, high-speed braking, high-speed direction changes, short track drive, motor corner, and then they break for lunch. Then they take you to skid pan, show you through understeer, oversteer, how to recover from both of them in their cars. And then you go to your car and do understeer, oversteer. And then there's a fourth session of just go nuts and do whatever you want to do in your own car as well. There's a skid pan driving challenge as well to wrap up the end of the day, and then awards for all the drivers. So it sounds like a pretty interesting thing. So it runs for 8 hours, and there's only 16 drivers allowed.
There you go. Talk time on Sunday. Have brekkie and laps at QR.
We'll see how that goes. The last I saw was last night. It was 50% sold. They need 70% sold for it to go ahead.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the first 2020... Sorry, I missed this one. The Night Crawlers meet. First 2020 car meet for them. That's on at DFO Brisbane, 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. on Saturday. I missed that one. We have the
Morning Mayhem laps coming up too in March.
Have to definitely check that one out. Hopefully, maybe we'll see if I have a car for that one. Who knows? All Jap Car Day, All Japanese Classic Day, sorry, is on at Earnshaw State College from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. on Sunday.
I reckon we might end up there.
See how we go.
You never know. You might spot something up there to buy.
Who knows?
Might be something for sale. You
Probably too much money at a classic.
You won't be taking your JDM car there.
No.
Now though.
Machines and Macchiatos is on at Harbour Bowling Club. 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Cars and Coffee, Sirame Wines, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. that one. The Motorsport Australia Expo is on at Beanley Showgrounds.
No, it's been called off.
It's been called off. Okay,
Yeah.
Never mind. Coffee and Cars at Terranora.
That's been called off.
It's been called, all right. Not a Grand Prix. Has that been called off?
That's still on.
Okay, there you go. That's for cars that are under $1,000. That one, and not a grand.
Yeah, not a grand. Yeah, that sounds like a cool little race. So
that's on at Lakeside.
Well, it's a whole season, right? Of
Yeah,
racing.
this is the first one on Lakeside. So.
Yeah, so you've got to spend less than $1,000 on a car and then race it for a season.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it probably costs you a bit to put the roll cage and stuff in it, right?
I'm guessing that security or safety stuff. Sorry, is probably not in
part
price.
of your grand. Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right, we've got any comments? We've got comment-wise. I didn't change my slide. Usual, as I get to this part of the show at the end, I forget to change the slide. There's our merch. There's our website where you find all the events. Jump on there. And there's what's on. That's what we should have been on. We'll go back to the website while we have a look through the comments and see what we got. The sprint time trials happening at Morgan Park Raceway this weekend, says Johnny. Young guy Zach Hudson is racing, testing a BRZ there in preparation for Bathurst 6 hour. Ooh. And Tyler's best mate and his Toyota 86 got himself some new plates recently as well.
Yeah, not BRZ.
Yeah, not BRZ.
Because it's got a BRZ colour
Yeah.
from factory.
Everyone goes, oh, nice BRZ. And he's got plates that say not a BRZ. So, all right. What other comments we got? Rockley, drift events are always on. Rail Hail Shine, says Marth. Marth's been to the track at Archerfield. He's been there and checked that out. That was in one of your videos, wasn't it? That's where I've seen that, I'm sure.
Scott, that's a conversation. Yahtzee said cars and coffee at Jindalee this Sunday. There you go. Rat Fink says MSD 6AL ignition coil went out for the second time. You gents have any problems with them?
I've not run MSD personally, so I'm sure others here have, but I haven't run them before. Mate, did you get on to Brad at Fireball? He send you up some products over there. Good to see you as well, mate, right?
Yahtzee says, what's the budget? You can find some fun for around 20, even some RB26/30. I'll have to send you a message after the show, Yahtzee. We'll have a chat. And Paulie said safety gear doesn't count to the price.
There you go. It is, isn't it?
And Marv said, yep, in the road trip episode for Archfield.
Yes, that was the one. Yep. I remember seeing it. That was a little while back. Must be time to see another video soon, eh? From Marv. And then I was going to look something up to talk about then, and I forgot it. So, that other car. What was that other car I seen you?
The Chaser.
Yeah.
I think it was. Was it? No, the Lexus. It wasn't a Chaser. Chaser cost me way more than $6,000.
Can't convince you $6,000 Lexus with suicide doors?
Probably not. No, thanks.
It was pretty tidy.
Yeah, for $6,000 it's not too bad. But
did I share that in the Discord?
You did. It's in the Cars channel. If you're not in Discord, you've got to get in Discord. It's free.
We're always in there.
There's always something happening.
Yeah, there's people talking in there every day.
If you have a question, it's the place to ask it.
Yeah, definitely. MSD usually good to go. Paulie knows them. Hasn't had any issues with them.
Yahtzee says, what do we reckon of an overtaking lane day at QR? Track hire is an option. Good Chrissy party.
It would be. I would like to do the drag track over on the strip.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
That's what I've always been keen on. And even to the point of my thoughts around hiring a drag strip for a day was also around just having a budget drag car challenge where you can't spend more than say $500 on a car and not even modify it. You've just got to go find a $500 car and then race it and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But, people are going to come up with $500 and an entry fee, because we'd have to work out what an entry fee is because you've got to cover your track hire. But we're definitely going to have a car meet. We've definitely got a car meet. We've got a location in Brisbane. It'll be in Brizzy. And we tell us in Discord or message us or whatever on Facebook. But Discord's the best spot of things, ideas and stuff for the car meet, and we'll put it together.
Yep,
and
we've got suggestions channel in there now, so That's also for the 16-week prize, don't forget. So if you have any ideas for the 16-week prize...
Yeah, because it changed, obviously. We got the shirt at 8 weeks, and then we had the Lambo ride at 16, but that's... Sean's had to close the business for that, so the Lambo's gone, so we don't have access to that.
Marv said, literally a day or two away from the video, the sway bar has been eventful to fit solo, plus we all gave him OCD, and so he spent time removing weight. There you go. James Baylor said, like 1,300 for 13s.
Yeah.
Yahtzee said, pick up some turbo AUs for 500 with 6 months rego still on it.
Johnny says the 8th mile out at Warwick, and I reckon they would be keen for it.
And Yahtzee said Nana's blown the tyres off it, but that's all right.
All right. What do we got?
That's it.
We're about done, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
The rain stopped again. The frogs are back out. You can hear them. I'm sure you can hear them coming through if you've got headphones on. I could hear them before with the headphones on. I could hear the frogs in the background. We're going to do our usual pack up and get ready to go again for tomorrow. Back to work, all the rest of it. So we'll be back on again next week as usual. We'll be in Discord all week. We're here all week. Try the deal.
I've got to fix something up because the giveaway bot's not working. So.
Oh, did you break it?
Apparently. I'll fix it.
You try and reset it?
Not yet. I just tried to put up a new giveaway. It didn't work, so I'll work it out what's going on.
Oh, okay.
It'll be up soon, so keep your eyes posted for a ping in the Discord.
Get on that. And I don't know, that's about all we got. Share out our videos. We're trying to get the views up. If you can help us get some more subscribers, we're 40 off hitting 3,000 subs. So if you know anyone that's interested, please get them involved. Tell them to subscribe. Surprisingly, I had a conversation with some people the other week that thought subscribing on YouTube would cost them money. and they said, "Oh, I hear people always saying hit subscribe," but I thought that cost me money. So it's just I guess that we're used to that in Australia, that thinking a subscription means money or a membership, when it doesn't. Hitting sub costs you nothing, and it does help us out. But views helps us out as well. So we need lots of views. We've got what have we got? 16,000 views on the budget drag. And what, you look that up. That's 16,000 views earned us what? $14.
Not even that. I don't think it's like 12. I think
$12.
Yeah.
So we've got to get a lot of views to try and get $1 out of YouTube. 16,000 views made us $12. That was it's hard work.
James Bayless says, great show, guys. I'll do a thanks. Rat Fink, thank you for tuning in. Scott Sherrington, Yahtzee, Skid Pig, Marf, Paulie.
Mal's been shouting us
here.
out.
Reese has been in here. Let's scroll up. Trevor Smith, Shane Fitzgerald, Zig, Mad Kiwi, Spike, Lynn, No More Racing, Gleno. I apologise if I've missed your name.
Yeah, this is $12 towards the next carton.
B Perkins.
Tyler won't let me spend it on alcohol. He doesn't drink.
No. Put it towards the skyline. You can spend it on You can spend it on 85% alcohol blend with petrol.
I was looking forward to working on the Skyline too. Saving up for a shed. That's what I'm really saving for. It's got a while off. I'm still got about 15 grand to save. But when I get there, we're getting a shed. That shed will house a new set, and it will house projects. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, I think
James Bayless said you should have said yes and get him to subscribe to your bank account. And Mal's been trying to get the numbers up so close to 3K. We certainly are. Not that far off now. So
yeah, 40 off. 40 off it was before the show tonight.
All right. Well, we might leave you guys.
We're just rambling now, so we're going to let you go.
We're going to leave you with some music. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.
Stay in the right lane.
You can call me stupid, yes, you can call me sheep. But when it comes to her, you better keep it sealed. Don't you dare say a single word, or I will strike you where it feels. You think that using her will get to me, and if you're right then you're in trouble deep. 'Cause I won't break, no I know I won't wait. You're in trouble deep.
Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try and catch me when I pull up in that zoom, zoom. Oh, no, please don't make that call. Me don't want no calls, they ain't ready for the cause. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try to catch me when I pull up in that zoom, zoom. Ooh, boy, driving by the shore, looking for some more, and my Rari going raw. Want you to work, I heard about your resume. Skirt, open up the sesame. Work, oh no, no, don't pressure me. Yeah, ooh, yeah, roll out with the referee. Curb, yeah, I'm turning left now. Burn, yeah, the rubber's on my chest now. First, no, you're not the first one. They done told me I'm the worst one. Yeah, always the pedal to the floor. Yeah, I'm more in center, and I don't know what's in my trunk. I'm always front and center. Drive the Rari down the coast. Yeah, rocking my new road. Yeah, always on the road, and I don't need no sweater. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try and catch me when I pull up in that zoom, zoom. Ooh, nah, please don't make that call. Me don't want no calls, they ain't ready for the cause. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try to catch me when I pull up in the zoom, zoom. Ooh, driving by the shore, looking for some more, in my Rari going raw. Want you to race, I cannot do this solo. Pace, yeah, I'm speeding in my polo. Wait, no, I don't have time for slow-mo. I've been doing this all my life just for the Lolo. I'm in the shower, I've been sober for an hour. When you see me pour up, I need something to devour. Yeah, I'll play it louder. Yeah, I do a crosser. Yeah, I'm doing better, all my haters give me power. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try and catch me when I pull up in that zoom, zoom. Ooh, no, please don't make that call. Me don't want no calls, they ain't ready for the cause. Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try to catch me when I pull up in the zoom, zoom. Ooh, driving by the shore, looking for some more, in my Rari going